The Robertson County Funeral Home has been serving families for a quarter-century. When it's time to celebrate and remember, to honor in loving memory, the Robertson County Funeral Home. After weeks of exhaustive searching and interviewing, Coopertown announced a new police chief Tuesday morning. Smokey Barn News was invited to come by and meet the new chief and find out what his plans are for the future. So we have a new police chief in Coopertown.
We do. Clay Anderson, we had our last chief, Shane Sullivan. He was he had an illness and had to retire, and so we had an exhaustive search for a new chief. Clay was the top-ranked candidate, and so it was my pleasure to offer him the job, and it's really my pleasure that he's accepted.
How does it feel to be aboard Coopertown?
I'm just looking forward to the opportunity to lead the department, hopefully in the right direction. Been a police officer for a long time. Like the opportunity to lead. I'm in a leadership role now. Prior to coming here, and I enjoyed that. I like working with young officers and helping them move forward, and I'd like to see the department move forward and be as progressive as we can, and you know, make sure we're responsive to the citizens the way that they want to be, you know, treated. That's very important to me.
As a city, do we have any short-term or long-term plans as it relates to the police force?
We'd like to increase the size of our police force. We'd like to go to 724. But right now the budget doesn't allow it, so when we get new businesses in and get a little extra tax money, we'll be working toward that objective. I'm really happy that we have a new chief, and I know that the police officers we have here are going to be very thrilled with him as a boss, and hey, anything he needs and we can afford, we're going to get it for him. And a lot of the citizens are real happy that we now will have this position filled.
Tell me a little bit more about the selection process. What did that involve?
Well, we had 23 candidates. We formed us a little selection committee that would go through and looked at all the resumes from all the citizens, all the candidates, and selected the top 7. We got a police chief from Greenbrier to come over and sit in on the interview process to help us do the selection. Randy Pack is the deputy police chief, and he was one that actually came over, volunteered all Saturday and helped interview all 7 candidates. And we really thank Greenbrier for that assistance. And I look forward to working more closely with those guys going forward. But anyhow, we then had the 7 interviews. The board filtered it down to 3, and Clay was our #1 choice.
Out of all the municipalities, cities in this region, why did you choose Coopertown?
Well, it's not just as simple as the position was open, but you know, police chief's jobs don't come open very often to start with. The position did come available. I looked at it, excuse me, and I thought it offered some opportunity. The town looks like it has potential for growth, and young department. It's a young city. Sometimes when you get something at the start, it's a little bit easier to mold it, you know, and get it in the right direction, as opposed to taking something that's very much set in its ways from, you know, a long way of doing it and try to modernize that or to change that into a different direction. That's very difficult sometimes. I thought it seemed like a good opportunity to work with.
An opportunity to build something.
Yes, sir. That's what I would hope to do, is to build it's a small police department, but you can, just because it's small doesn't mean it can't be a good quality police department. It can't provide good service just because you're small.
We, as a town, are located on the interstate, and we've got a lot of property up there that can explode any time. We're the only corridor coming out of Nashville that hasn't already exploded. And therefore, we're looking for shopping centers, we're looking for other things, and they're real tax generators. So the time for us to be small is coming to an end quickly. So I'm glad that he's gotten in on the ground floor because everything is up.
The largest police department I ever worked with, I worked for Metro Nashville Police Department. Of course, it's hard to compare that. That's not apples to oranges. Currently, I work for a sheriff's office that has about 68 employees. I don't supervise 68 employees. I supervise about 5 on a normal day. It's a little bit comparable to that. Of course, the sheriff's office has a lot more jurisdiction, and they have many other things going on besides just law enforcement. They're running corrections and other things too. So it's a different type of agency, but it's still law enforcement when you get right down to it.
We're real happy to have Clay here, and I think the whole town is going to be happy with him.
Welcome to American Tire.
When you think about American Tire, it's easy to think about a state-of-the-art facility with brand-name tires and service that you can trust. But did you know American Tire also offers wheel alignments, brake repair, water pump replacement, AC servicing, engine diagnostics, starters, alternators, tune-ups, axle repair, and even engine and transmission replacement. Our staff is not only friendly, but well-trained and ready to answer all of your questions. So when you need tires, come see us. But when that check engine light comes on, we're ready to help you there too. American Tire is conveniently located near the intersection of Tom Austin Highway and Memorial Boulevard behind the McDonald's.
For quality and service for over 50 years, that's the American way.